So, not long ago, I talked about a character that should come to Mortal Kombat. And I kind of thought it would be a little fun to do this again with a character that I don't think anyone really has talked about as to who should be next. Like, who should be the next horror-themed character to come to Mortal Kombat. And I don't think I'll be making a lot of these videos. This just kind of hit me because I'm like, huh, this actually would not be that bad of an idea, right? Like, this actually would make a lot of sense when you think about it. So yeah, as you can see from the title, why Imhotep should be in Mortal Kombat. And when I say Imhotep, I don't mean the Boris Karloff Imhotep. I mean the Imhotep, when you first hear that name, you think of the Arnold Vosloo one from the 1999 Mummy. So why did I think of this? Well, mostly because it really does, like, Imhotep really does feel like, even though he's from a PG-13 movie, he is straight up a horror character, and he's a very well-known and popular horror character, and not one you wouldn't conventionally think of when you're thinking of Mortal Kombat characters. Would he play like... I kind of imagine his playing a lot like Quan Chi or Shang Tsung, where it's a lot of magic and summoning. I do think that would be part of the fighting style. Is very, like, more I think about it as like very Quan Chi, like very summoner. For like why an Imhotep? You're probably wondering, like, why Imhotep should be in Mortal Kombat. Well, I'm here to throw out some ideas. For starters, I really do think Imhotep has that Mortal Kombat feel. He is a character who is, when you look at him, he just has that kind of aesthetic. I know that doesn't make a lot of sense. He also is a character who will, even he was in a PG-13 movie, he was able to do some brutal kills in those movies. I know this is another Universal character, and I know a lot of people are going to be talking about rights, and we haven't really gotten a Universal Studios horror character in Mortal Kombat. I mean, Ghostface is from Paramount. We came close to Michael. I keep hearing there was the rumor that we came close to Michael at one point, and instead of Leatherface. But yeah. Yeah, I think that it's time we get a Universal character. And I think Imhotep is a cool representation of the Universal monsters. He is technically a Universal monster. He's just a updated version of the Karloff one. And I don't think it'd be that hard to get Arnold Vosloo to get his facial, his likeness, and also voice him. Like, you could you could have him voice the character in Egyptian. Like, you could just have all of his like, I wouldn't want him to voice the character in English. I would want, like, he speaks in Egyptian, and have some characters understand him, and other characters like Johnny Cage, like, oh man, I gotta read subtitles? Fuck. Like that. Like, I want him to feel like, you know, Imhotep. So we've talked over fighting style, we've talked over, like, it'd be easy to get how easy it'd be to get Arnold Vosloo. I don't know why my brain just, like, stopped there for a second. But yeah. As for, like, again, what moves you could do, you could have him do a teleport where you throw a punch, he turns into a thing of sand, comes up behind you. You could have him summon scarabs to, like, hold your feet down. You could have him easily, like, you could have him grab a character and then drain life from them, like that whole, like, open the mouth, his whole mouth opens wide, and he just drains energy out of your opponent. You could even have him have a move where he summons mummies from the ground, like, have them, like, either reach out and hold the character, or like the Pharaoh's guard, it just pops up and they can and he can summon to attack you. Now, for fatalities, oh man, could you just imagine the fatalities? I got a few ideas for fatalities for Imhotep in Mortal Kombat. For one, obviously the life drain move. Like, it's just, you just drain the life out of him. It's more gorier. You could do that. Another move I had in mind is where you summon like, Imhotep summons the scarabs and they all just crawl up and, like, go into the person's skin. It's a more graphic version of the Warden's death from the first movie, where like they all crawl up the other character you're doing the fatality on, and they just crawl up into his skin, and you see little bumps of the scarabs crawling up, and he's like the guy's screaming, and all the bugs start spewing out of the mouth and like popping out of his brain and his eyes, and they're all just like erupting out of the head and all the other orifices until it's just like a mass of scarabs. Another move would be kind of cool is where Imhotep turns into the giant sandstorm. He just looks down on you, he's like, and just comes down on you, and it's like just this wave of razor glass, like razor sharp sand, shredding your opponent to pieces. It would also be a cool callback to one of the absorption deaths in the first movie. If I can't remember what the character's name was, but it was the guy asking for the bourbon, and he just kept drawing the gun on the Kopek jar until like Sandstorm comes in, picks him up, whirls him around, and just drains the life out of him. So you could do something that would be a cool movie reference too. Another fatality idea: summon all of the Pharaoh's guard and have them like kill and like just completely stab to death, like a more graphic reference to when the Pharaoh's guard killed a Naxanamun in the first movie. Yeah, I just had this as a random thought, and just wanted to be like, hey, this could be fun as like a neat little video real fast. I think like no one ever talks about the idea of Imhotep as a Mortal Kombat character because he's from a PG-13 franchise. But really, when you think about it, you can really gore him up, and he is. It would be a great it would be like a great little like some cool rep for the classic monsters. Have Arnold Vosloo, who's a great actor, get some love, and I guarantee you, like I don't think people underestimate. Like people don't fully comprehend the love that movie has. Like people really don't some people don't comprehend the fan base for the 1999 Mummy movie. So if you announced Imhotep was going to be in this film, Arnold Vosloo's back. He's gonna voice and act the character in the game, like do the body, I guess the body capture or something. Yeah, that like no one would everyone would just go, holy shit, I'm getting that game now. Just food for thought for future Mortal Kombat guest character there, guys over there at Mortal Kombat. But you guys tell me in the comments below, what do you guys think of the idea of Imhotep in Mortal Kombat? Just comment below, let me know. Other than that, hope y'all enjoyed this. I'm Mr. Multiverse. I'll see you next time in the Multiverse.